Okay, so there are 4 different options which are available when it comes to virtual exhibitions. There is a digital booth that also we have created in the post-COVID phase. Then we have a 3D 360 booth, and then you have got a real 360 booth that we have which is the original concept of building a virtual exhibition. Then let me take you through how it looks and how it feels. Let me share you the visitor views. There are multiple visitor views. I'm going to show it to you one by one. This is a digital virtual booth which is available. This is a 360 digital 3D booth, and then you have got a real 360 booth. Okay, these are the 3 different options along with the videos and so on and so forth. And I'm going to take you to them now. The way we also showcase is that right from, so when it comes to an exhibition, we had done this for XCon, which also happens at BIC, and we had shared that you can have these logos and everything at place, and the virtual exhibition will take place where the person clicks on it in a similar fashion. So either we just simply show logos, or we can show logos in a floor plan, which could be either in a vertical order or could be in a horizontal order, and so on and so forth. Okay. Then there is visitor interest form, whereas in the person will give up his details in terms of name, email, phone number, and so on and so forth, and also list down all the different category aspects of it. And now let me take you to the actual booth about how it looks like. So here is one booth that I have shared. Okay, this was for a company called as Hafele, which happened. Now this booth was done during the exhibition of Indiawood. Okay, the Indiawood exhibition, which happened in month of February and March. So the way it works is we go for each exhibitor and we create a 360 version of their booth, which has got all the different aspects. Are you able to hear me, sir? Yeah. Which has got all the different aspects of the booth, right from if there are a certain products, I can click on it and there is a product video.
Okay.
So we go and shoot this product videos over there, where the customer is going to kind of,
Hi, I'm Julia from the Bloom team, and today I'm briefly showing you what you can find in the Bloom area of the Hafele booth at Indiawood 2020. So this year
and so on and so forth. So in a similar fashion, I can go and explore other areas one by one. Like, I can see their products, I can zoom in, I can get a better idea about few things, and in a similar fashion, I can keep a track, I can move from one point to another. So the core concept is that we are not just showing them that, okay, there is a booth, but we are also showing them what all elements were showcased on the booth, okay, at the booth side, with all the different aspects of it. Okay, so here is few of their products which were shown, along with, again, you can see there are product videos. So now this is a product video pertaining to a specific door system, a pivot system that they had shared. After that, we come to a section called, so now this is a demo booth that we have created. Okay. Then we come to the section where we are showing the exhibitor details, exhibitor name and exhibitor description, along with his company profile or his catalog, which can be downloaded. Okay. When I click on company profile, you can see the company profile, the brochure has been downloaded. So if I go and see here, you can see it will show me the brochure of the organization. Okay. If you go, so you can see these details. Then I go further, these are the product offerings. So whatever products that they had showcased. So I'm using a certain product. This is from BFW, this is from LMT Tools, and Spain, Korea, and so on and so forth. So if I go to product details, it has got all these different parameters. One, it has got a product name, product description, a product video explaining about the product, which is actually shot at the exhibition site. 1, 2, then social media sharings. So in case they want to share it over social media, they can do that. Then parameters, textual parameters such as benefits, application, technologies, and customers, on which it is all these details are designed. Then you have got the catalog. So it is a product specific catalog. So if I again click on it, so it will download the catalog. At the same time, you can see we have also given a facility called as product images. So you can add up to 5 different images here. Okay, so you can add up to 5 different images. So it's not just the image that we are adding, but we are also showing, like a zoomed version, just like if you go to Amazon or something, the way you are able to look at it, in a similar fashion, we are showing that. Then we have also given a facility to add the contact details or the details of the salesperson, where you can call. Okay, so it will open FaceTime currently, so I'm going to cancel. You can send an SMS, you can send an email, you can connect over Skype, and also you can connect over WhatsApp. So as I am showing it to you on desktop right now, it has opened the WhatsApp desktop version, but in the mobile version, it will directly go to the specific WhatsApp window, our own WhatsApp app, and it will send a message to this number over there. Okay. So all these things are at one place. So after the products are done, then we have given a facility of scheduling a meeting. So if a customer is interested in scheduling a meeting, then also it is possible that I can go and choose the date and time, that on 14th at say morning 10 a.m. Meeting to discuss the 5-axis machine. Example. I click on submit and you can see the data has been stored and it is being sent. After that, we have also given a facility to add webinars. So in case the customer is going to host webinars on their end in terms of meeting with the CEO or maybe a machine tool demo that they have short either pre-recorded webinars they can showcase, or it could be real-time live webinars, whatever they want to choose. So they can mention the details of the webinar, the date on which it is going to be conducted, and also time on it. So if I click on join webinar, it sends these details. And what I'm looking for? Looking forward to have lathe machines. Example. I click on submit and the data is stored. In a similar fashion, under the section of products, as I showed you, that we have got all the different sets of products. So you can see here, I have added around 5 different products here. Can you see that, sir?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah, that he can show it again, the similar details. And here we have given a button called as get this product. So get this product is basically a lead generator where I can mention the quantity that I want, 4 quantity or say 3 quantity for tools for 5-axis machines. Example. I click on submit and you can see the data is stored. In a similar fashion, as this is a digital extension of an exhibition which has already happened, most of the times we have come to see that companies do come up with certain offers for that expo.
Prasad, can I interrupt you here? See, this is what you're showing is basically for exhibitions which are already happened. So we don't want to get into that. Let's come to the point where it's supposed to happen. So I want a direct virtual concept straight away. Because this you will be shooting on ground. Now there is no option for an on ground shoot. So what is the option there?
So the option is option 2, which is so there are 2 types of options which are available. Okay, one is basically a 3D 360 booth.
Okay.
Okay. Now over here, what happens is we have given a facility for the exhibitor himself to go and upload his 3D 360 designs online.
Okay. So that can be of any sizes?
It could be, so we have defined a size. It's an equirectangular size of an image which turns into a 360 view. So that we have given that, how you need to upload or how you can create. So this is option 1, whereas he can go and upload his own 3D version of the booth, right? From different sets of images and so on. He can upload those parameters. He can go in. So he himself can go and create this element. Here is
Okay.
the brochure that we have given, that he can post his own brochures on the platform, his own. So here is a brochure, for example, for COVID kit and so on and so forth, right?
Okay.
And you can showcase your product videos here. Everything else remains the same like this. The only difference is this we shot at a site, and this, whereas on the other hand, this is actually completely digital.
Okay.
So there is no involvement of, we don't have to, there is no on-site anything required. The same, so after this I will show you the platform from where you can go and do it. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
in a similar fashion, here we have given a facility of adding offers, so you can go and apply for the offers. And also we have given a facility for WhatsApp. So I can actually go and connect over WhatsApp with the customer. Okay.
I'll just come to one more thing.
Yes.
Like, see in the product part, which you showed previously, basically there is a product session where the images have been stored, correct?
Yes.
So in this concept, the current one which we are seeing right now, can you just
Yes.
come back to the, not this one, the other one, and just come back to the booth? Okay. Now, if I have to directly showcase a machine which is being placed in one corner, is that possible?
Yes, yes, of course. Why not?
So when a person clicks on that machine, it gives him the specification, it shows him
Yes.
videos, it shows him images, but the machine has to be physically seen there in a 3D format, or possibly, we can ask the client to give an image of the machine which can be uploaded, and he can just place the machine there. That is
Absolutely.
possible.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Just like you are able to see it. So when I click on this product here,
Right.
right now it's opening just an image, but instead of this image, we can show this pop-up which I shared with you. This pop-up.
No, but if I don't want a pop-up, I just want a machine to be seen when the person comes to the booth. The machine should be seen on the left, in the center, or on the right hand side. There will be 3 or 4 machines he should be able to see. As I can see the desk with the females, I should be able to see the machines.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So instead of them, you will see the machine. What I'm trying to say is, you will be able to see the machine, but besides the machine, you can give these points, which could be, say, a machine video or a machine image.
Okay. Okay.
A download brochure of that machine.
Okay.
So
Okay.
these points can be given so that the machine is not only seen, but you are also sharing all the different parameters related to that machine.
Correct. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So it's just like as you saw, exactly this pop-up is something which we can give. So there is a video, there is an image which will have, there is download brochure, there is get this product a pop-up which will show about what is the quantity or that you want, which is basically a lead generator. And
this can be customized, right?
And all this can be, I mean, this whole thing is customized.
Perfect.
Okay. And then what you have is basically where we have given a facility. So after that, we have also given a facility to, as I said, download the catalog maybe. So you can see here the catalog has been downloaded below.
Okay.
Like if I go and if I wish to show it to you.
But instead of downloading, can you create a visitor briefcase option so that whatever they click or save goes straight into their briefcase?
Yeah,
whenever they want to view it, whenever they want to view it, they can view it instead of just downloading so many different files which they don't know where it's going to be stored.
Yeah, that's possible that we can create.
Okay.
I mean, we can show it to them and add a briefcase kind of a thing that see your briefcase.
Right.
And then over there we can show them all the links that they have added under it.
Okay.
Right. So that's possible. And then we have also given this like button. So in case someone wants to like a product, they can do that. If they want to share it, we have also given a product share option.
Okay.
So they can also share the product over social medias and other formats. Okay. So this is the booth, as I said, with all the parameters. And then we have also given a facility to see the company profile. So for example, if I go here and if I want to show the company profile, I had created this booth. So if I click on this, I have added our Imtex website currently. So in a similar fashion, it will get directed towards the website of the respective exhibitor.
Okay.
Whenever he adds his details.
Okay.
And then you are also able to see the count of visitors who have come in. And you can also connect it via social media and other platforms for this specific.
Okay, that's the count on the booth, right? How many people have visited?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
How many people have visited so far?
Okay.
Okay. So this is option 2, where this is a 3D 360 booth.
Okay.
And then you have option number 3, or I could also say option number 1, which is the very basic digital booth which is available.
Okay.
This is a very basic digital booth. You have got a product video or company video. You have got the products which are showcased here. So this is for maybe say Fibro. So if you can see, wherever I am going, it is asking me to log in once. Okay. Why? Because I need to either log in or sign up. So if I click on sign up, it gives me this option, which is a one-time visitor registration. Okay. And here are the different categories that I can add, that I am interested in so and so thing, and and so and
Sir,
so
can I
forth.
come in?
Yeah. Arjun, please.
Prasad, what is the technology you built this platform on?
It is actually built on 2 to 3 different technologies. There is Angular, there is PHP, and also ASP, ASP.NET.
Angular, you said, no?
Angular, yes.
You're not used the Google Street View or anything, no?
No.
Okay.
This
Angular,
is-
PHP, and
ASP.NET for some
ASP.
data management. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. Okay. So again, here also on the booth, you can see I click on this. I'll just log in once again. Okay. And once I have logged in, you can see, as I said, you have got these options. I can click on this and now it will show me the details. Again, a specific product. Yes.
Prasad, I had a question. Now, this the standard booth which you're presently showing and the previous one which you showed,
Yes.
can this be a part of the same floor plan?
Yes.
Okay. So, and this sizes which is there right now, what size I'm seeing in front of me, is this customizable or this is a standard size?
Size in terms of the booth size, or
The width. See, because in this also size, I would like someone to show a machine. So someone would like to show a machine in a smaller booth, he will just show one machine. The previous one which you showed me a 3D, someone would like to show 4 to 6 machines.
yes.
But someone who is just showing a single machine, he'll say, I will go for the standard booth. So is that feature possible in this as well, in the standard one?
Now I'll put it this way. Currently, I'm showing you this presentation on an iMac.
Okay.
Okay. As a result, you are able to see this size. But in a normal scenario, if you look at the normal laptop size, it will be this much.
Yeah, that's what, fine. But is there possible of machine placement here? Can I show a machine instead of the chairs? I take the chairs to the left hand side and on the extreme right, I put a single machine there.
Possible. We can look at it. It is possible.
Because this is what we want, so it's not that this is what we want. That's it.
Yeah.
So every booth that we are looking at, whether it is standard, 3D, or mediocre one, the machine option has to be there.
Yeah, it is. So here on the top also, as you can see, we have given these machines itself. So these are all machine details itself.
No, that is different.
Slider.
That is brand. That we take it as branding. I'm saying a physical machine picture can be there.
Yes.
Okay.
The only thing is, I'll put it this way. Over here, we have to look at it from a perspective that the machine can be seen. I mean, it looks good basically. If it is like it's in a 3D, and if they cut it well and then put it, then it will look good. If they just put just an photo, then it will not look good.
Correct.
In terms of how the representation, I would say. But it is possible. We can create a small slider, just like you are able to see the slider here on the top.
Right.
In a similar fashion, we can create a small slider below. We'll ask them put PNG images in that, and it will create the effect of the machines are changing, like they can put in 2 to 3 options over there. Even that is possible.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's possible. And then over here, you have the facility of, as I said, scheduling a meeting, webinar, and so on and so forth. Everything else remains the same. Okay. Yeah. So these are the different aspects. Okay, as far as the booth is concerned, right, or how it could be created, or the options which are available. Okay. Do you have any doubts as far as the front end, or I would say the visitor side is concerned?
No, not really. No, it's okay.
No?
Sir, any questions? Ani sir, there any questions if you have?
No, nothing. Continue.
Okay. Okay. Paniraj sir, any questions if you may have?
No, good. You continue.
Okay, cool. Okay. So now what I have shown you is basically the front end. So this is where whenever a visitor will pop up, he will be receiving this link, and then from that link is where he will get directed and he can see it. Now I will take you to the back end of it.
Okay.
Okay, so now this is where the back end is. So if I just log out once, I will just show you. This will be the login part, whereas in I can go and log in.
So each exhibitors can have a different username and password, and they will log in and upload their details.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Which is the CMS you are using?
Sorry?
Which CMS are you using? Any CMS, content management system?
No, we have created all this.
Okay, it's a custom.
Yeah, this whole thing is customized. From the back end to front end, everything. As you saw earlier, it was just 0, and now you can see there are 3 leads, 3 shares, and so on and so forth. So this is the place where we land up on it is divided into 3 aspects. One is basically the analytics, because that is what the exhibitor is coming on for this program. Then second is where he can go and create the elements on his booth. And then the third is to view his booth. So in terms of analytics, we are giving all different types of analytics, starting from the visitor analytics, in terms of how many visitors have logged in so far.
Okay.
Okay. Not only how many visitors have logged in, but you can also see the count, the number of counts it has been done. Times.
Now, what is this visitor counts means? The number of time he has come to his booth.
Yes. So from one system, when I logged in, from one system, how many times did I come onto the platform and check various exhibitors?
Okay. So will it give a log about that client, about that specifically person? What time did he come in? The 2 times it is showing visited 2 times. Will
Yes.
it give me the count? What time did he come in? When did he come in?
Yes.
Because
So
right now it is just showing one visited date.
Yeah, we're showing the latest date over here. But then you also have something called as all analytics, like we call it as the master analytics.
Okay.
Okay, so over here we are giving the count as per the date and time. So we are working on that, but here it gives you the count as per the date and time, and the other parameters of how it has worked and so on and so forth.
Okay. Okay.
The similar fashion, if we go to leads, so you can see there are 3 leads here so far. One for so and so for 5-axis machine that we had added for this product, along with the quantity. So you can also see the quantity.
Okay.
Okay, so we have also mentioned that with the name, email ID, and phone number of the customer.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. If there is someone who has applied for an offer, so we are also showing that. So just one second. So you will get the offer data basically here. If you go back, if there are people who have applied for meetings, I'll go and check out who has applied for a meeting. So you can see I had applied for the 10 a.m. to discuss the 5-axis machine, right?
Okay.
So you can see that so and so person has applied for it.
How does the exhibitor accept and reject such meetings?
So what happens is every time on this,
how many types of login you have? You have an exhibitor, visitor, and an organizer login, or what?
Sorry, come again, sir.
How many types of logins do you have? We have a separate login for visitor, exhibitor, and organizer.
Yes. So once I have shown you the exhibitor login, I will take you to the organizer login as well.
This is not the organizer login, you mean?
This is exhibitor login.
Yes.
Arjun.
This is exhibitor login. Okay.
Yes.
Exhibitor login.
This is the exhibitor login. This will be only for a specific exhibitor and his data.
Basically. Okay. Proceed.
Okay. Then you have got, if there is a product like which we had liked currently, so you can see that there was a like. Then if there are product shares, so you can also see that what all shares have come up. If there was a catalog which was downloaded, you can also see that there was a catalog which was downloaded. So we are giving each and every element of data in terms of what the visitor has done on the booth, so as to give a clear and better understanding. Then you have also got webinar leads. So people who have applied for the webinar can also be seen here. Okay. So you have the webinar leads as well.
The
Then,
webinar, Prasad, the webinar platform, is it inbuilt or can you plug in external webinars?
yes. So what we have done is I'll now share you those part. Under the section of creating a webinar, okay, here we have given you a facility to basically go and add the link of your webinar. So just like I had sent a link to Deepak sir for Zoom, I can go and add the Zoom link here, or Google Meet link, or my Microsoft Teams link.
Yeah.
So whatever platform the exhibitor is comfortable in using, they can use that.
Okay.
Okay. So the way this helps is that it gives a liberty in the hands of the exhibitor that he has got a choice. Because when we started building, there were some exhibitors, they prefer GoToMeeting because they have a premium account there. Few preferred Google Meets because all their mailers were on Google Meet. So we said that, okay, let's create it in such a way that anybody can use whatever platform that they want, instead of asking them to use something. And so they can go and pick up and choose whatever date and time that they would like to conduct the webinar on, save it, and the webinar is live. Okay. Then I come back. So that is there. Then I come to the company profile.
Prasad, one small question. Now, this webinar service which is there, that can be enabled for some exhibitor and can be disabled for some exhibitors?
Yes.
Okay.
I will show that to you because we have given a very in-depth module for organizer. Okay. I'll show you there. Okay. Then I come to the company profile where the customer the exhibitor can put up details. He can also host his visiting card if he wants, his brochure, his catalog, his price list if he wants to showcase, his product technical specification sheet if he wants to add. He can add all that along with all these different parameters, the logo of the exhibitor, and so on and so forth. So all these different parameters are already taken into consideration and available. When it comes to adding a product, so you can see here we have given a very, very simpler yet most efficient way of adding a product. So I can just go and add product for description. I can mention here up to 500 words is what we have given. I can go and put up a video. Okay, I can go and actually put up a video of the machine. Then for images, I can simply go and choose an image from my platform.
One question here, Prasad. Instead of putting a link of the video from YouTube, can any exhibitor upload a video that he has or in MP4 format?
So I'll tell you one of the crucial elements why we have used YouTube. Okay, what we could do is for a specific exhibition, we can give one facility where the exhibitor can go and upload his video. Okay, then we'll take that video and we will upload it on our YouTube channel, and we can post the link. The reason being, YouTube has got an inbuilt facility of, playing with the quality of the video on the basis of the internet connectivity.
Okay.
Okay, which is inbuilt, and on top of it, the beauty is that when YouTube videos are there, it also helps us in SEO. It also helps us in getting a higher reach around it. Okay. So that's why we used YouTube, to be very frank.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so here, if I want to go and add, say, a certain product, food processing equipment, I can choose one, and you can see the product is added. I can just simply go and drag this, click on save this image, and you can see the image is loaded.
Okay. You can make it transparent and all everything in this, or no? It's just basically image upload.
Transparent in the sense, no. I mean, whatever they do, it will come with a white background.
ठीक है, okay, okay.
Because we are, so for example, if I go on want to post this construction equipment ka say this image. So now I'll just go drag and drop, save this image, and you can see the image is loaded. Plus, as I said, we can give this facility of adding the details of the salesperson. Here are the details of other product details in terms of the technical specifications, applications, and so on and so forth. Then here is the area of interest. So just like as we have the area of interest of the visitors who are coming in, I can go and choose that, what is interested. I can go and choose the catalog that I want to upload for this specific product. Click on save product and it will basically save the whole details for this product.
Okay.
Okay, so it is as simple as that. Now, as the product is saved, we'll just go here. So you can see here there are these products currently. I'll just and now you can see the product 4 is available.
Okay. ठीक है, got it.
It's that real time that whatever we do here is reflecting here immediately.
Okay.
Okay, then I come back to this section. Okay, so in a similar fashion, webinars, offers, if I wish to add, I can add those offers again. As I said, there is a offer that I had added, we can add more. Then we have also given one facility, okay, whereas in I can go and add the visitor notifications. So I'm going to choose Deepak sir's email ID, deepak@imtma.in. Am I correct, sir?
Right.
So I will choose this. So these are basically the notifications which are being sent to the exhibitor. So if Deepak sir, I hope you have your email handy with you.
Yeah, it's open.
So for all the others, I'll just quickly show you how it works. So just see if you have received an email. So here I receive an email with the details of the visitor. That so and so visitor is right now checking out your booth with his name, number, and email ID.
Okay.
So that is something which can be seen. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is how it is as far as the exhibitor is concerned. And then right now, as I said, we are working on this, whereas in I can go and upload. So the booth. Okay. Now for some, as I said, I had shown you this booth as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you how I can go and edit that booth. Okay, so just okay. So now here is our booth settings creator. Okay, so Deepak sir,
Yeah.
what is your favorite color?
Anything, I don't have something on that side.
Choose.
You can go with gray or blue, whatever.
Blue works. So I'm going to choose this blue, for example. Go and copy this. I come back to the booth setting page, and you can see all the booths have turned blue now. You can see the design here right now, and now I can actually go and change the design. So maybe this design. Okay, and you have got these facilities. I can go and change the chair, I can change the pot. I click on save, and now the booth is loaded. I come back, click on the refresh, and you can see the booth is changed.
Correct, right.
Okay,
Right,
So
right.
that has that, people have the possibility to, have some variety in it through colors and through different aspects that what we have given. Okay.
Okay.
So this, yeah, yes, sir.
Is this furnitures and these things are all standard, or how it is? Do you want to give it built in within the system?
Yeah, currently we have given it here few options, but if we wish to add some more options, we can do that, sir. That's not a problem.
Okay.
So right now, this for the demo, I've given 3 options here. Some options of
No,
plant.
not an issue. Not an issue. Some standard things we can add here itself. We can
Yes,
select one
yes,
of them. Okay. Fine.
yes.
Okay.
Okay. So this was the exhibitor's platform. Okay, where
Okay.
the exhibitor is going to log in and he's going to see. So for an individual exhibitor. Now, would you like to see the details for the organizer?
Right, right. Yes.
I mean, if you have any questions for exhibitor, please ask me so that I will solve them here and then proceed to the organizer.
Not really, not really. And how many templates of booths are available
Currently,
on
we
the
have
exhibitors?
around 30 templates.
No, templates in terms of exhibitor booth design templates, like, the different feel. Right now, you just have a standard booth design which has a back panel and a front, that's it. But is there any other design?
So now this is a simpler format that I shared with you that we can have. If tomorrow we want to create some different design, some 3D design and something like that, in this even that is possible. Okay.
Okay.
And at the same time, as I shared, even you have got this 360 booth. So this is so, I mean, you can be as imaginative as possible. The exhibitor can be as imaginative as possible with it.
Prasad, will this 360-degree view, will it load on a mobile phone?
Yes. So mobile phone. So mobile phone. This is how the whole platform is mobile friendly, sir.
Okay.
Each and every aspect that you're able to see is actually thought of mobile first and then the desktop.
Okay. We can go to organizer then.
Okay. Then I come to the organizers section. This is the organizers booth. It is demo org. Now, when it comes to the organizers, okay, we have given multiple options. Okay, I'm going to take you from the top. First, you have the facility to go and create multiple exhibitions if you want. Okay, of different names for different categories if you want. So you can go and actually create multiple exhibitions. So if you want to see the exhibitions, so currently I have created 2 exhibitions. One is Demo Expo and one is Demo Expo 2. Okay, these are 2 different exhibitions that we have created, and you can see their login links are also different. Okay. So each exhibition has got a different login link and also the different access link. One. Then you can go and create packages. Okay. So the question that you had asked me, that if someone does not want to have webinars, can we remove it? So I can actually go and add the quant. So I can also mention that. So for example, I want to see a starter pack. Okay, I mentioned that there is a starter pack for someone who wants to just come in. I can mention validity for this starter pack is say 5 days. Okay.
This can be customized into multiple for multiple different packages, right?
Absolutely. So I'm creating one for you right now in front of you. So here I'm just going to choose one product quantity. I can add product picture. How many? So we can also choose. So we have given 5 product pictures, but you for different packages, you can also define that only 2 pictures a person can add. Okay. Can he upload a video of the product? Okay. Can he add sales team member details or not? Do you need a product like button or not? Can he upload a catalog? Should he be given a facility to share products, share booth, offers? If offers, how many offers can he add? So you can also mention that at a time he can only add 3 offers. Does he need to have the visit count on booth? That should we add that, you know, how many visitors visited their booth? You know, should we give him a facility to add a 360 booth from his end? Okay.
These features which are there, Prasad, can we add some new features, or we can, you know, modify or, you know, minus the features? Because right now you have put some standard features in this. Okay. In product address you have standard features. In booth address, booth you have standard, and analytics you have some standard features.
Yes.
So can I add some new and subtract which I don't want?
Yeah, that's what. So that's what we are actually doing here right now.
Okay, no, but in case if there is some new feature which is not mentioned right now here, but there is some new thing which it's come into my mind, can I add that part here?
Yeah, we need to develop that and then we need to add it here. That's
Okay.
not.
Prasad, for example, he can be a sponsor also.
Yes. Okay.
So his sponsor, this thing is going to come logo on the, you know, some place in the virtual thing.
Yeah, sure. That's not a problem. It's possible. We just, if there is something which is not here right now, but if you think of it, okay, this could be something additional, like maybe just like on the news, we have a bar at the end of the page which is moving with the sponsor details or something like that. Even that is possible. We can look into it.
Okay.
Okay. And so we have given this parameter that you can pick and choose the facilities for that specific product. I click on it and now the product is saved. So you can see here, there is currently we have given 3 products, silver, gold and starter pack. So you can check that out and what all facilities are available under this specific product. Okay. So 1 is product creation. 2 is exhibition creation. After we have created the exhibition, then we have also given a facility for creating the area of interest. So those options that we have in terms of for the matchmaking between the visitor and the exhibitor, we have also given a facility of editing the area of interest.
Okay.
So we can mention here that, you know, machine tool, for example, or machining is one category. The second category is tooling. The third category is additive manufacturing.
This basically takes care of the matchmaking between visitors and exhibitors.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can add that over to laser.
Which I can define and I can program it the way I want.
Absolutely.
Great.
Laser is there and whatever, 3D printing. And then I can, yes, sir.
What is the maximum number we can add these product details?
We have tried it to up to 100, sir. 100 categories, and within the 100 categories, you can add as much as you want. There is no limitation there, sir, to be very frank.
Okay, fine.
There's no limitation there.
Yeah.
So after that, I have created a category. Now I can go and create an exhibitor. So here is where I will go and create an exhibitor login. So the way the flow will happen is the exhibitor will connect with us. I mean, buy the space, then you will go and create the exhibitor login and you will send him the ID password to which he can log in. So here you can choose that. So I can mention that XYZ exhibitor with XYZ name, with so and so number, so and so email ID. And
can we integrate this, Prasad, directly when he, like, you know, when he sees the package, he selects the package, he straight away does the payment. Once he does the payment, he gets this window open and then he can create himself and take care of it on his own instead of we getting into it.
It is possible, although, you know, it has to be directed towards, so we have to put a fixed pricing and it has to be integrated with a payment gateway.
Correct. We'll have to do that. That's what we are looking at.
Yeah. So if there is a payment gateway and it can be connected, then it is possible. Then we can, against his payment gateway, directly take him to this, where the package is predefined, chosen for him.
Perfect.
It is his starter pack and directly he can go and create his login. That's not
perfect. Take it. Perfect. Okay.
So you can go and create the exhibitor here. And after that, we have given a facility of viewing the exhibitor. Okay. Now here comes the best part. Currently, we saw, like, for exhibitor for 1, 2, 3, and normally what happens, we have just shared it, but we do not have the data. But here we are not only giving you the visitor count, but we are also giving you the count of the leads that are being generated.
Okay.
Okay. Now the beauty is, if you wish, I mean, it's all up to you how you are doing it with the exhibitors. But if I click on this, you can actually go and see the details of the exhibitor and what has happened with his analytics.
Okay.
So I can actually go and see the leads that he has received.
Okay.
So tomorrow, no exhibitor can say that, I didn't had visitors coming in, or, I didn't had people coming in, because each and every element that we are talking about is in front of him.
Okay.
Prasad, can you just brief on that lead capturing process, how you're capturing the lead? Only if somebody is interested in a product, it's a lead, right? How do you decide on lead?
Or when they come to the booth.
Yes, so when he comes to this section, sir, over here we have given this section called as get. So lead is getting generated at 3 places, sir. One, where he clicks on get this product, and there is this option which pops up.
Okay.
Okay, I need, say, 2 quantity for XYZ thing. Okay. I click on submit, and this is one way that the lead is generated for a specific product. The second lead is generated when a person is applying for an offer.
Yeah.
So whereas he can go and apply for a specific offer, I can choose that need 5 units, example. So this is the second method where the lead is getting generated. The third method,
if does not, if he directly speaks to an exhibitor and finalizes the deal without entering anything in this website, I don't think there is any way you can capture it, right?
to be very frank, on the whole booth, we haven't given any place where the exhibitor details are showcased directly. The person has to come in, the person has to log in. So just to give you an idea, I just click on log out. Okay.
So only if he clicks on get this product, it's considered as a lead, right?
No, I mean, so I'll just show you. I'll just show you 1 second. Log out. So what I'm trying to say is, when I log out, now I have logged out. So let's consider that I'm a fresh person who has come in.
Okay.
Whenever I click on this, it will always open up this point.
Okay.
Where I either have to log in or sign up. Without that, I cannot interact.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah.
So unless and until I do this, I cannot interact. So if I want to do any activity on the booth, I have to first log in and give my first details.
Okay.
And once my details are in, that is when the data automatically populates in the backend. So over here also,
download the catalog. It's not considered as a lead, right?
sorry.
There is a download catalog button, right?
Yes.
If he fills that up, okay, only it will show down how many people have downloaded it. So.
But we have also given that data as well.
Okay.
We have also given that data. That's not a problem. Not only that, we have also given the data of shares, the likes, the meetings that he has received, the webinar leads, the webinar applications that has happened. We have also mentioned that.
Okay, done.
Right. So you are able to see all the different aspects that are necessary. So like, for example, we did it for exhibitor 1 right now. So you can see all these different parameters here.
This is exhibitor screen, right?
This is the exhibitor analytics on the organizers portal. So this is, you can see here, these are all the exhibitors.
Okay.
These are all the exhibitors. So I am right now showing you the organizer portal.
Okay.
And on the organizer portal, we have given you a facility to go and see which exhibitor has got how many leads or all these different analytics. Okay. Yeah. Fanira sir was saying something.
No, Prasad, what I was trying to say, so once they log in, so the record will also be generated.
Once they log in?
Yeah, the visitor, once he visits the booth, record will also available for the exhibitor.
Yes, that information is also available as a visitor analytics.
Yeah, but you don't call it as a lead generator, but it.
Yes.
It's going to get the details of that visitor.
Yes. So that's why we have diversified it into two parameters. Leads is specifically when a person will go on a product and do it, and visitor analytics is whenever the person just visits the
Just visited. Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay. Then
And Prasad, as an organizer, I can create any number of exhibitions.
yes.
उसने बता. Okay.
That's why we have given you a facility here of creating. So tomorrow, if you want to go and create some other exhibition, let's say the one to be conducted in say Ahmedabad, so I can just go and say Ahmedabad Expo, and and create a booth there and create an exhibition there and all the rest.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then you are, as I said, you can see the packages, the exhibitors, and also the exhibition. So here also you can go and see the details of the exhibition, and as I shared right now, the exhibitors. So I can go and choose. So here I have given you two exhibitions there. Demo Expo 1 is one exhibition and Demo Expo 2 is another exhibition. Just as an example.
Yeah. Okay. Proceed, Prasad.
Yeah. Okay. So, so in a similar fashion, as I said, all these different parameters. So I have shown you three elements. One is the visitor front end, the way visitors look at it. Second is the exhibitors platform, where the exhibitors has got a better control on the different aspects, adding products and so on and so forth. And third is basically the organizers portal to go and manage the whole exhibition, including the visits and the leads for a specific exhibitor. Right. So this is what I have in Kitty Sir as far as the virtual exhibition platform is concerned.
We can create the launch. We can create the landing page.
Yes, that's also.
Station counter, help desk.
So I'm just going to quickly show you. This is what we had as an example. I wanted to show you. Okay. So here you have got the registration counter. Then you have got the aspect of B2B meetings or a conference or an exhibition. Then you can show it in these formats, that you can directly show the logos of the exhibition, or we can also put it in a form like a actual floor plan, and we can show it. And this can be your microsite for registration, and then step by step he goes ahead.
Oh, this is clear. I understood that once you get into the hall,
yes,
you can see all these kinds like a floor plan with the logos, or maybe the name of the exhibitor or the image or whatever it is. That's fine.
Yes.
Visitor once I log in, where I'm going to land.
So as I said, he will land up on a page. So for example, there will be a home page. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Which will have exhibitor. So it can be shown in 2 to 3 ways. One, only exhibitor logos on the basis of their packages that they have taken. So sponsors first, then the second line, the gold, the platinum, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
1. 2, we can show it in a format of a floor plan.
No, this will not be the landing page, no, Prasad. See, the landing page will be basically the information about the exhibition. When a person logs in, it will take him to a virtual lobby, you can say.
Yes.
Exhibition entry and lobby. So can you take us through that quickly, because we have hardly another 15 minutes in hand.
Yes, so just 1 second. Just as I had shown you here.
No, if it is not there also we can create. No.
Yes, sir, over here, as you can see this empty space right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is something where we can place these booths. So we can have our own lobby, a 360 lobby, which can be shared. Or
No. Prasad, I think you're not able to understand, but you can do it. By seeing us, we can share you that, or you also know about that. So you can do this.
Yeah.
What we're trying to say is just like our entry plaza of BIC.
Yes. Oh, yes, of course. Oh, just 1 second.
Yeah, as soon as I enter, I will see the BIC.
Yeah, of course.
Like entry plaza.
Yeah.
So there it will be mentioning hall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will click on to hall 1, then your page will open.
Yes, absolutely, that is possible, sir. We can create that version. We can actually show our entry plaza. We will actually go and shoot it if required. Our BIC entry plaza with BIC.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, same like this. So there will be a registration counters. Once you click the visitor, so he will get into the registration page.
Yes.
So he will register it, or he's already registered, so he will just log in. So he enter through BIC entry plaza.
Yes.
Prasad, I have two very important questions. Now, in each exhibition, what is the limit of exhibitors that you have for for each exhibition? Whether it is any package, it is a 360-degree or it's a standard. What is the limit of exhibitors?
So to be very frank, the platform is designed in such a way it is scalable. So if at any point we can go up to 1,000 numbers as well, the only thing that we would need to upgrade is basically the servers.
Okay.
And that too, we only have to take the servers on the basis of for how many days we are going to host the exhibition.
So this licensing system will be how? Means will it be per exhibition license or will it be a 1-year license where I can hold number of multiple exhibitions? How does it work?
Yes. So what we have done is we have given an example over here. Okay. So this is what options you have in terms of the pricing. So this is a tentative pricing that we have given for the exhibitors, and then as a platform we have given this facility that there is a sign up fee, okay, for the organizer. There's certain fee in which you can go and do it either for one exhibition, or then you have got a total whitelisting facility, whereas in you can use it for 3 years or 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what is this 20% revenue sharing per exhibitor? What I didn't get that.
Per stall, is it?
Per stall, yes. So it's basically as we would be taking care of the technical aspect of it, So it is basically on those lines that you have the whole project is whitelisted. The platform is given to you for the period of 3 years or 5 years, and then you have got these parameters. Whereas we take care of the technical aspect, the upgradations, managing the technical side of it. So
Prasad, this will be hosted on our website or our cloud, or it is on your? How does it work?
So we would be hosting this on AWS cloud. Okay, so from exhibition to exhibition, we increase the size and decrease the size of our servers depending on the amount of exhibitor input that is going to come in, and so on and so forth. So that's why I said scalable in terms of that if you have a certain numbers where it is going to be say 1,000 and so on and so forth, then we can scale it up after the exhibition. If there is going to be a gap of 1 month or 2 months, then we can again scale it down if required.
Okay.
Hey, Prasad, why you want to share the percentage to you here? What is this?
I was actually supposed to come to that only, Prasad. This, frankly speaking, you will have to come up and work on a different model because this is not going to happen with IMTM. This will not happen with IMTM. So you'll have to come up.
You know very well, yeah, it doesn't work out here.
We will figure that out, sir. We'll figure that out.
We will do it.
We will figure that out. At this point in time, I just wanted to know that we have spent nearly 3 years in building this whole system.
No,
I understand. Yeah, very much appreciated. Yeah.
Your option 3, Prasad, can I come in?
Yes, sir. Yes, of course.
Option 3, you're talking about 20 lakhs for whitelisting. Can you elaborate? What is it?
So whitelisting is going to be where this platform will be hosted on imtma.in website. So if you go here right now, it says virtual.exhibition.
So indirectly you'll be giving us the source code.
Yes. And
Okay.
we won't be giving you the source code, but we have a version where it will be on your domain.
Mm-hmm. Customizable URL you're saying.
Yes.
But then what happens, Prasad? End of the day, for every small thing that we need to come to you, and then you have listed a lot of options that we can, do changes at our end. What happens is if the backend work remains with you, and if there is an urgent need for any change, then what happens?
So to be very frank, this part where we have given that there is a smaller amount of revenue sharing or, like a element that we have given, that actually be designed on the basis of the same parameter, that there will be some or the other technical aspect that needs to be done, upgraded, updated, changed, added, subtracted. So in that case, you know, when I give it to you, then okay, it's all yours. Instead of that, as we also have some stickiness into it, then we also can go and do all the necessary changes into the system. So that's where the smaller element of having a smaller stickiness into the exhibition is concerned, or you know how we have made it of a revenue sharing is concerned.
It looks like your option 1 and 2 are blacklisting, and then the option 3 is whitelisting. What is it?
No, sir. Option 1 and 2 is more of, you know, if there is only one exhibition that you want to create, yeah, if there is a individual exhibitor you just want to create one exhibition, then we have given that option. But if where you have to create multiple exhibitions and you want to use it for longer period of time, like 3 years and 5 years, then we have given this other option.
So COVID will get over by this year end, yeah, maximum.
COVID, sir?
COVID will get over by this year end. We have to do physical exhibitions more.
Sir, that's what. So, as I said, this platform, to be very frank, sir, as I showed you, is not only for the virtual part of it. So, same platform, we can use it for the real one.
Yeah, hybrid.
So, when our on-ground exhibitions will begin, the same platform will use it as an extension to the exhibition which has happened.
Okay.
So that's the value that, you know, for all 3 years you can not only, so you could also have a version where you want to test few elements or test few some industrial types. Then for them you first host a digital exhibition, try and see how many people are coming in and so on and so forth. And then you know that okay, there are so many numbers and people coming in, and you can also ask them. Because the another beauty of it, sir, is that over here, this booth, this 3D booth that I'm showing you, each and every booth designer out there who is designing booths for the exhibitor has to submit a 3D design of the booth to the exhibitor. Right? And we have given the same facility that he can actually use that design and he can participate in this.
Okay.
Oh, so then you have to share the percentage to us. Instead of taking from us.
Precisely. Yeah. So we have found a revenue model now.
Yes, as I said, sir, you know me that we have been building platforms and we have been building value with you guys for such a long time, and that is me giving value to you. This is what we have developed now. How to use it, in what ways you have to use it. It's all up to you, sir.
Okay, Prasad, it's good. So far, so good. We'll just present this to, once again to Bala and.
Yeah, Prasad, I would require you would require a complete proposal, and I would require this recording also, because I need to present it, because as Bala is not here, we'll have to present it to the management. So the video, the way you have explained to us, I think it's self-explanatory, so I can just play the video to them. And I would require a complete proposal and any other document related to it, which will give me an adding supporting the entire platform. So you have to share with me as maximum things as possible.
Yes, absolutely. I'll be sharing with you this whole presentation, which has got all the different details in it, right from the pricing to how it works and all the different parameters, the types of booths that are available, everything.
No, but you'll have to share with me the video as well, because that will not, because PPT will not be, I will not be able to explain the way, the PPT, the way your video has explained everything.
Yeah, I am is recording this whole meeting right now. I will host this meeting onto a YouTube link, and I will send you the link along with the presentation.
Done. Perfectly fine.
One more thing, Prasad.
Yes, sir.
The costing and all will work out separately and send it. Don't send it along with this.
Don't send it in this. Yeah, correct. You send us costing. In fact, you just make a different
costing and all. You send it offline.
Okay. This costing, shall I mean, you want this basic costing also? I shall remove.
No, you remove. Yeah, you remove this.
There should not be any costing discussed here.
In the PPT, you don't put any costing. You just send me a different PDF separately offline on the costing part and the proposal part.
No problem. I'm going to send you a PPT. I'm going to send you a video, and then I will send you another mail with the costing.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah, I suggest here itself, Prasad.
Yes, sir.
you just take around 300 exhibitors. Okay.
Three.
Okay. And it is going to be for 7 days.
Okay.
The exhibition. In the same days of January, what we have decided.
Okay.
Just giving you so that accordingly you can. So don't put that sharing, gearing, and all 20%. Those things are all you just leave it.
Okay.
If you have any queries, just call
So
me.
that's why I'm saying
I'll
300
help you.
exhibitors.
Yes, 300.
It's for 7 days. Yes.
300
It's for 7
exhibitors for 7 days. Okay.
Yeah. So accordingly, you can just plan and just this.
Fair enough.
Yeah, only one exhibition. Right now.
Done. For one exhibition.
Yeah.
I will share this for one exhibition as well as, and I will also share this with Deepak sir in terms of what I have shared right now, as you have already seen it.
Yeah, no, that you send it. Also, you send it. But when we are showing this to management, it should be clear.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
There is no percentage. You say there's nothing. Because that cannot be really. It's just an understanding and the trust. So that doesn't work out.
Yes, sir. Don't worry.
Let it be one cost.
Yeah.
You said that hosting on our website or it is on the other cloud or whatever you say.
Right.
Two things clear. Accordingly, then we will take it.
Fair enough, sir. Done. I will.
Give some scope for negotiation. Right now, I'm telling you.
Yes, sir. I will.
Okay, Prasad. Thanks so much. We have another one starting just in another 4 minutes. So we'll take leave now, and I'll wait for your proposal. And if there is anything, feel free to call. Okay?
See, Deepak, here we don't have to negotiate. Prasad has to negotiate with us when we tell him something. Okay, it is not the other way around. What, Prasad? Do you accept it or not? You tell me.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how we work. So to come to our negotiation table, okay? All right.
Okay.
Hello, bye.
Yes.
All right, Prasad. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be in touch
Thanks,
with
Prasad.
you. Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for joining. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Prasad. Bye.
All the best. Bye.
Bye. Take care, everyone. Wishing a lot of
You too. Yeah.
a lot
You
of
too.
health to all of you.
Sure. Same here. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.